How's it going? So this week I'm pumped to show you how Notion AI Meetings Notes work. It's a new block that they've introduced. It's going to be on their paid plans eventually, but currently, while it's in beta, everybody has access to it. So I want to go ahead and dive in and show you how useful that is and how cool it can be, and how it can take a little weight off your shoulder in regards to taking notes while on a meeting. So let's say we've got a meeting coming up. Simply type /meet. And if you are going to use this for a meeting, give yourself 5 minutes before. I've already set it up, but there's 4 simple steps. You just have to give it access to your microphone, to your screen, that sort of boilerplate stuff. But after you've done that, confirm consent and start recording. So you can actively see that it's recording my voice now and it's transcribing it in real time. One cool feature, if something does come up on a call that you just absolutely don't want to miss, you want to make sure it gets added to your notes, you can jump to this notes tab section and throw that in. So let's say that thing that I absolutely can't miss. And whatever you do put in this notes section will be added to the summary afterwards. So it's also really cool if you're working on a team that actively uses Notion. Many members on your team do. If it's a page that everybody has access to, each individual team member can be dropping in their notes here as the meeting's going on, as AI and Notion's recording the call. So I think that's pretty cool. Another use case that came to mind when I was learning more about this feature and beginning to use it was, this doesn't just have to be for meetings. If you're like myself, you probably use the voice feature within ChatGPT to get feedback on thoughts or just to kind of brain dump. And this could be a great way if you're out walking, if you kind of got a moment of clarity in regards to a breakthrough of an idea or to resolve a problem, you could just fire this up and just spill your thoughts. And what's cool is you could even then on the back end use Notion AI to come up with some takeaways, some action items based on those thoughts. But just another use case that came to mind for me there. And so last thing I want to show you is another place that you can fire up this AI meeting notes block is when you open a brand new page. Say you're running late for a meeting, just want to make sure you can grab all the notes that you can from the meeting. Fire up a new page in Notion, go down to the Get Started With section here, click Meet, boom, you're off to the races. So now let's see the magic. Let's go back, let's stop the transcription and see what the takeaway is. Cool, so now it's thinking, you can see it's generating a title. This wasn't a 30-minute meeting, so don't expect a ton of summary, but one thing, because I have been using this lately, that I enjoy a lot about it is its ability to, I consider it categorizing, but really its ability to realize the beginning and the end of a thought or a debate or a conversation that has been had on a call. So such as how it breaks up key features, alternative use cases, and how to access. I've noticed it be really, really good about, okay, now we're moving to the next item on our agenda. It will section off and make a real clean cut, which I appreciate. And I noticed it didn't do it on this specific recording, but on longer calls, it typically gives a nice recap and action items at the bottom, and it'll actually turn them into checkboxes, which is pretty convenient because then you could copy and paste and throw that right into your task tracker or just another page where you're tracking your work in regards to what was being conversed about on the call. So it's a really powerful feature. It will become exclusive for paid tiers, and I think the business plan, not even the plus plan, but the business plan at some point. But it is free for everybody right now, so go ahead and dive in there. Feel free to reach out if you have questions, and I'll talk to you next week. Cheers.